So, you're engaged. Yay! What's the first thing most women start to do? Start looking for the dress. The dress. Not a dress. The dress. You know what I mean, ladies. It's a very personal decision. Take just 2 seconds to step back and think through wearing the dress all day. And just think through a few practicalities as you start to plan for your dress. We all wish we had perfect figures, but we don't. If you're a fuller figured gal, you might want to consider something other than a strapless dress because they're not necessarily the most flattering for some of us. A halter style dress can be very slimming while providing a dress that fits really well as you wear it throughout your day. No matter what style you go with, you want to be sure it's the right size and that you get alterations done so that it fits properly. What we don't want to see up at the altar is the bride tucking up her strapless dress, trying to get everything back in place. It's not as graceful as it could look. Okay. Be sure that you don't have it altered too tightly through the bodice. If you alter it too tight, not only will you not be able to breathe, now breathing is good, but sometimes you'll get bulges, back cleavage sometimes they call it. And you want to try to avoid that if you can. And the way to avoid all of this is to have it altered so that it fits you really well and so that the style you've chosen is complementary to your figure. Consider the color of your wedding dress. Consider your skin tone. Different women with different skin tones will look better in white or slightly off-white or ecru. And you know, when you go to a bridal store, try on a few different colors. You may think white is definitely the color for you, but try on a couple of slight variations on white and see what's really flattering to your complexion and your hair and your coloring, because you may be surprised to find that an eggshell is just the right color to bring out your face, to highlight your hair. Think about wearing the dress for the whole day. Think about if you're in a ceremony that's going to involve kneeling, be sure that it's a dress that you'll be able to kneel in and stand back up easily. If you're going to be doing a lot of stairs up to the altar in the church, for example, you want to be sure that the dress is easy to walk in. You want to be sure it's not too long in the front because you don't want to trip. Not graceful. I'm big into graceful. And you want to get it altered to just the right length that when you walk, you don't need to pick up the skirt while you walk. That's very hard to do. You have flowers in one hand, you're holding your dad's arm or your new husband's arm with the other arm. You need to be able to walk fluently in your dress without tripping. So it's important to take your shoes with you when you have your final alterations done and get it just the right length, and then practice walking and kneeling. Now the back of our dresses. Many wedding dresses have trains. Trains are beautiful. You want to consider one that either bustles in the back or has a removable train, because once the ceremony's over and you want to move on to the limo bus, the reception, the photographs in the park, you really want to be able to cope with the train. You don't want it to drag along on the ground and get dirty, and you don't want to be tripping over it or have other people stepping on it and tripping over it. So be sure that you have a train that's adaptable to the rest of the day, and be sure that someone knows how to bustle it. I see that a lot. The ceremony's over, the bride's ready to get on the limo bus, and nobody knows how to bustle the dress. And be sure you know how it bustles. Many dresses have little hooks, and you hook them to little eyes on the back of the dress, but some of them have ties up underneath the skirt, and it can be a little revealing when people are lifting up the back of your skirt to tie those little ties. So if you know in advance how it's going to be bustled, you know if you might need to retire to the bride's room for a few minutes to get it bustled versus doing it in the parking lot. And whoever's going to be bustling your dress, be sure someone specific has been assigned this duty, whether it's your mom or your maid of honor or your aunt. Have them come with you, if possible, to your final fitting at the bridal store and see how to do it, learn how to do it, practice how to do it. If that's not possible, they could practice in the bride's room after you get dressed before the ceremony. So that way there's not a lot of time and awkwardness trying to get your dress bustled, getting in the way of you starting the rest of your day. And lastly, be sure it's a dress that you can move in. You're going to get to the reception and you are going to dance and you are going to have fun and you are going to be moving all around. You want to be sure that it's not too heavy, that it's not too tight. You want to be comfortable in your dress. You want to be comfortable so you're not thinking, here I am in this dress. You're thinking, here I am. Look at me. And that's what it comes down to. This dress is that dress you've been looking forward to having all your life. All your life. You know you have. And you want it to be spectacular. You want to look spectacular in it. And you want to feel good in it. So pick that dress out carefully and then enjoy the heck out of it.